What's good? Y'all know what it is. The Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know we back talking to Real Trail Boxing, talking also Real Trail Sports as usual. Hopefully this is one of at least two live streams I do today. Both probably won't be boxing. Keep it real though, but we here on a Saturday, another boring boxing Saturday, with or without the main event of Jose Ramirez and Danny O'Connor. But next week, I guess, if you want to watch boxing, you can catch Regis Progress on ESPN, and Manny Pacquiao on the ESPN Plus app. After that, that'll be on a Sunday technically. So, shout out to everybody up in here. Showing up in the building. What's going on? And we're gonna talk about some boxing. Usually gonna talk about the two subjects, and then let it flow from there. If you have noticed, we have been switching up the content, and we got to do that though. I'm saying I just don't want to talk strictly boxing. So that's got to switch it up. So especially when boxing's slow like this. So ain't no major news come today to do the rundown. You got you got Southern Brig fight Sean Mohagan, guy who Marcus Brown knocked out like that. As well, you got Pacquiao and Matisse has been confirmed for the ESPN Plus 2 app. What else you got today? Lennox Lewis and Vitaly Klitschko was rumored that they're going to have a rematch for charity in October, beginning of October and September. So that's pretty much what's been going down the wire, man. We're talking about the fights that, you haven't got an opportunity to see in 2018 being the year for fights, not happening, not materializing. And this is supposed to be one of the greatest years in boxing. I know the last couple of years have been fairly great in boxing, but like I said, this is supposed to be a return to good boxing. This is supposed to have been the year of us getting these great fights that I'm about to round off, and I elaborate on each one of them. I mean, you supposed to have got Kovalev Bivol this year, which still can happen, but you supposed to got that fight, Wilder Joshua, Spence versus Keith Thurman versus Porter, Sean Porter or Danny Garcia. You supposed to got Mikey Garcia versus Lomachenko this year, Jamel Charlo versus Jared Hurd, supposed to got Jacobs versus Charlo versus Triple G. And that's just to name a few fights that we were supposed to get this year, So we haven't really got the fights that we were supposed to get. And I think somebody brought up in the chat yesterday when I went live saying that, boxing, it was a shitty summer this year and it seemed to be a shitty year. And it had been a long year. We forgot about Ortiz and Wilder and some of the other good fights that went on this year. I guess for every one of them, people used to having a Danny. And so Lucky was a good fight. Bivol and Barrera was a good fight. So we have had some good fights this year, but we supposed to have way more. This is supposed to have been the pinnacle of this year. We supposed to already had Triple G and Canelo 2 this year. And we ain't got those fights. Come on, man. I mean, I know people tired of just living off of saying Earl Spence beat Kell Brook and stuff of that nature. Earl Spence was supposed to get Keith Thurman this year at least. Really he was supposed to get the Danny and Sean Porter winner because they were supposed to fight last year. So this year it's being a year of fights that didn't happen. That's how 2018 gonna be remembered if it doesn't shape up. A whole bunch of fights that didn't happen, And then 2020 is seeming like the year where everybody tend to want to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? 2020. Oh yeah. I'm gonna wait to fight Wilder in 2020. I'm gonna wait to fight Earl Spence in 2020. Seriously, man. This is the year where big fights are supposed to happen, and everybody talking about letting it marinate for 2 years, and they getting that shit off that Pacquiao shit, man. And that's a wrap, man. Come on, Earl. I mean, as bad as the heavyweight division has been for boxing, as bad as it's been, you think they would want to really capitalize off the wave of Klitschko and Joshua would want to go in there with Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? That's the fight that boxing needs. Casual fans need to see two heavyweights that actually can walk and chew bubblegum and that can punch. That's what brings the average common Joe casual boxing fan to the sport of boxing. It's big heavyweights that's exciting, that look the part, that look in shape, that don't look flabby, that's not boring, that is vulnerable and can punch. You know what I'm saying? That's what boxing needs. you know. And I think that's the biggest letdown of 2018 when you talk about the year of big fights not happening. You know, that's the biggest letdown of the year. The opportunity for heavyweight boxing to be reintroduced, not just to the American casual public, but to the world as a premier weight class in the sport of boxing. You know, and with Joshua and Wilder, they missed the train. Whoever you want to blame, I mean, and whoever you don't want to blame. I'm not going to get into the blame game because, as you see, I haven't been talking about the BS. I haven't been continuously talking about, I'm over talking about Eddie Hearn, Joshua, and Wilder as a subject. It's time to talk about what is reality, and what is reality is that Eddie is coming to America to induce the zone. What is reality is Joshua's fighting Povetkin. What is reality? They fighting at Wembley Stadium. What is reality? Are we going to see Wilder, Brazil, Wilder, Milwaukee? It's time to move on. You know, you don't want your page to get saturated by the same redundant topic. People going to say, oh, that's the nigga that just talk about this, that, the same subject. No. You know, that's why I expand the content. That's why I talk international boxing, sports, everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's very, very important. But the impact of Wilder and Joshua not happening while it's hot, and I'm not saying that just because it didn't happen this year, that the wave won't go into 2019. But they were supposed to make this fight this year, and they were supposed to be introduced as the public as the new GM of heavyweights. And you know, now it's not getting that way. I mean, what can you say? What can you say? I mean, it is what it is. And then for Earl, you know, to have to go another calendar year without a meaningful fight, you know, it's criminal. It's felonious. You know, Earl should have got Keith Thurman this year, or at least got Danny and Sean. We all know Danny and Sean could have fought last year, and it seemed like Danny don't want the fight. You know, we all knew Danny probably didn't want the fight versus Matisse, but he came and did what he got to do. You know, but that's what it's looking like, man. It's looking like, you know, Sean Porter not gonna get his shot. I mean, Errol Spence not gonna get his shot, and it's just looking like, you know what, we're gonna have to wait. You have to wait for all the really, really good fights, the great fights, the potentially great fights. You're going to have to wait for them, you know? And then you remember all the other great fights you had. Come on, Pacquiao and Mayweather, it didn't live up to expectations. Let's keep it real. That fight didn't live up to expectations like it was supposed to. You know, but I mean, by the end of the day, I mean, people was happy to see it. And people seen the growth financially of that fight. I think when that fight was supposed to originally happen in 2009, you know, both of the guys were guaranteed about $20 or $30 million, one of the two. And now it took 4 or 5 years, however long it took to happen. They jumped up to $100 million purses or $200 million purses, whatever Floyd got, whatever Pacquiao got. So people see that and say, yeah, if we waited out and let it marinate, we can get that money. But not saying that Floyd and Pacquiao put a ton of work in before that, you know. And you talk about the Jamal Charlo and Danny Jacob fight. That was another fight that was supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? That was another fight that should have happened. You know, 2 American fighters, you know, it should have happened this year. 4 belt without a belt. It could have been for the WBC interim title belt. Those 2 were supposed to fight. You know? We supposed to already got Triple G and Canelo 2 in May. We know what happened with that, okay? And then we supposed to at least got Charlo versus Triple G, or Triple G versus Canelo, Billy Joe Saunders versus Canelo, or something. You know, we didn't get any of the expected fights that we were supposed to get by this point. You know, none of them. You didn't get Danny and Sean yet. You know, who knows? That fight might be pushed back to 2019. That fight, if that fight gets pushed back to 2019 for whatever reason, injury, you know, whatever it may be, that was 2 years. It took 2 years for that fight to happen. You know, nobody give a hell about Sean Porter to wait 2 years for Sean Porter. Matter of fact, nobody give a hell about that fight to wait 2 years for that fight, or the year and a half we waited for that fight. Ain't nobody give a hell about that. We just want to know, can they just go ahead and get Errol Spence that belt, or get Errol Spence a run for his money? You know, with Keith Thurman, he definitely got a plan, man. He definitely slowed the boxing game up even before you met that woman. People forget that. He pushed back the Sean Porter fight because he got into an accident and there was no record or police record of an accident involving his car or the Mustang, like Kenny Porter said. He pushed that back. Only fought that year. That was 2016. 2017, he fought once last year. And this year, he on track to fight once again. You know, the WBA, in all honesty, they should strip him. You know? They should legitimately strip Keith Thurman, man. He only fought once this will be the third year if he only fight once this year. Once in the last 3 years, man. That's not cool. Seriously. You know? And he hasn't just been fighting mandatories. He fought a unification bout with Danny in 2017. So when is the last mandatory that Keith Thurman has fought? Exactly, T-God. He said 2018 is all hype. Yes, it's all hype. But come on, we all had to know what was coming. We had 2 good years of good boxing. So we had to know a letdown was going, because boxing don't flow like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're not gonna get a decade straight of great boxing no more with all these businessmen in here and all these accountants and all these managers and all these fighters wanting to be promoters. You ain't gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. It's a bunch of fights. A bunch of fights, man, that we didn't get to see, man. Come on, man. The Charlo's supposed to have fought somebody this year. Jamel should have got Jerry Hurd in the ring this year, man. Let's keep it funky, dog. Jamel, even UFC, man, they ain't doing shit neither. They only did 150K. I'm pretty sure that's on tonight, too, UFC 226. I absolutely have nothing to do tonight. I will be watching UFC 226. I'm an absolute mixed martial arts fanboy, casual. But I'm always down for a good scrap. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Alex Santos? I'm always down for a good scrap. And I like Stipe and DC. He look like a big muscle hamster, but he all right, too. But yeah, it's a 2018 the fights that could have happened. 2018 should be just called hype. It's a hype for boxing, man. Come on, you ain't telling me that Jamel Charlo shouldn't have fought Hurd. Hurd is the same homie that said that I'm in a rush between time. I might not be able to make weight. That's why I want to rematch Lara and do that. Am I mad if we get Jamel Charlo and Ersan Lara? No, because the storyline is great. You know, the mentor versus the young Panawa. You know, this young student. But at the end of the day, the high fight is Hurd versus Charlo. Charlo fought 2 straight southpaws. It ain't no excuse for him to need to tune up against a righty like Jerry Swift Hurd. It ain't no need for that, man. Yeah. I'm gonna watch that one, Nick Higgins. Yeah, somebody told me about that yesterday. I heard DC fell up the stage. I don't know if he was struggling to make weight, but he moving up though. So I don't understand that as well too. You know, yeah, you haven't heard nothing from him, man. Maybe they hashing out deals. You know, when people usually quiet, they probably hashing out deals because Jamal is supposed to come back to Houston in August, but that don't look like it's gonna happen. You know, Jacobs is fighting Derevchenko, you know, his old stablemate, just to get a world championship. You know, so I mean, like I said, man, it's not been a horrible year in boxing. It ain't been 2013 boxing. People remember 2013. That's the year Al Heyman and Richard Schaefer ran all those contracts, bum bashing out on Showtime, and HBO banished Al Heyman from their network. You know. Yeah, I know YouTube not sending notifications. They do that to certain channels, man. I ain't got no control that I can write to them. Pretty sure nobody get my notifications, but it is what it is, man. Just happy that you showed up. Happy to have y'all. You know. I mean, shit. You know, you didn't even get Sorek should be fighting Kyle Jaffe or Jorwin Acostas. Appreciate it, Naquan Gates. Shout out to the boxing clinic and my brother CJ. Hopefully to see you at the Garcia Porter fight this November. I doubt it. I probably won't be at that fight. If it was in August, I probably would have been to that fight, man. You know, but November, I'm probably going on a vacation. My girl's birthday, but if I can make it, I can make it. This year has been kind of shitty. Yeah, it's even more shittier when you're looking at this summer. It ain't shit popping off with this summer, man. It's been even more shittier this summer. You know, the summer make you think it's more shittier. It's like dog shit. You know, you dog shit outside in the winter, you don't smell it that much. But when it get hot, you get to smelling that bitch all through the crib. You know what I'm saying? I smell my dog shit from up here, and he all the way on the other side of the house when it get hot. But yeah, you could thank Top Rank for that. Thank Top Rank for that. No, but it's a year of fights not happening. Like, come on, Wilder Joshua, that's supposed to happen, man. They should have fought. It ain't no reason why they shouldn't have fought. If anything, they should have did it for the culture of the heavyweights. Legitimately, they should have did it for the culture of the heavyweight. That would have definitely brought heavyweight boxing back one time for the one time, man. It definitely would have brought heavyweight boxing back, but they didn't though, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man, when y'all come up here, man. Yup, but they didn't, man. No, they didn't. Gervonta Tank Davis should fight Miguel Burchett. Miguel Burchett got to fight Miguel Roman or whatever. I think Miguel Roman first. He got a mandatory, you know. So maybe that fight can happen at the end of this year or next year. Tank said he's scheduled to fight 3 times next year on his Mayweather contract. You know. It is what it is, man. Facts, the notification for AJ and Povetkin, there is none. Yeah, man, to talk about that shit for a minute, man. You know, for people who've been ducking and dodging Eddie and AJ to get off subject for a minute, then we'll get into the top rank shit. Make sure y'all hit that like button, though. We get to the top rank shit in a minute. You know, AJ and Eddie duck Luis Ortiz, they duck Wilder. But why would they go towards Povetkin? They know they're going to beat Povetkin. They know Povetkin, you know, before he fought David Price, Povetkin didn't score a knockout and didn't look impressive. Then he knocked out David Price, but we all know Price ain't shit to knock out, and Price hurt him and stunned him a little bit, okay? They know they're going to beat Povetkin. Long story short, they know they're going to beat Povetkin, man. You know, they both now, then they're going to have a bit, they know they're going to beat Povetkin, man. I can just say that. You know, they're going to beat Povetkin. Hold on 1 minute. They know they're gonna beat Povetkin, man. You can't. I wouldn't bet on that fight to save my life. So did you see the WBA has 4 titles at cruiserweight and sanctioned 2 fights for the WBA, 126 pound? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I know they got 3 titles. They got the interim, the regular, and the super champion. And I think they got like the other one is the Breeders got a champion in recess or something. You know, that's crazy though, man. WBA is out here stealing, and they getting 3% from each one of those 4 champions. 3%. That's 12% they getting out of all those guys' purses together. No, that's crazy. But hey, that's the WBA. WBA, man, they the oldest sanctioning belt body, if y'all didn't know. It used to be called something else. I think Curtis Anderson know what it used to be called. But it used to be called something else. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, it is what it is, man. They out here stealing. They out here stealing. They out here stealing. Like Spence said recently, these undefeated fighters are afraid to get a loss. So they doing a lot of cherry picking. Yeah, they is, man. They is, you know. I mean, but you legitimately, you legitimately can't even feel bad for these guys once they do lose, man. You know, we spend our hard-earned money, you know, going to these fights sometimes or just watching these fights. You know, the price of Showtime and pay-per-view is crazy, man. It's crazy. I appreciate it, Charles Tiller. Mr. Simmons, what's going on? Like, yeah, I see him. If I get Stevenson, Gufic, then fuck the rest of the year of Adonis. I think Adonis gonna beat Gufic, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe Gufic is bored with the competition because he didn't look good his last fight, and he didn't look good versus Craig Baker neither. I wasn't impressed. But when you ain't fighting nobody, man, that shit get boring, dog. You know, when you were top ranked, that shit get boring. Who's worse, the WBA or We Be Crooks? I don't know, man. I think the WBA might be worse, man. You know, they got 4 champions at cruiserweight, dog. 4 champions. You know, the WBC, man, you can pay them too. You can pay both of them. It just don't matter, man. They both suck. You know, I don't think Adonis is gonna get stopped by. I mean, y'all overrating Goofy, dog. Goofy not that good. Did you see his last fight, bro? Did you see that dude's last fight? Did you see the fight when he fought Craig Baker? That was unimpressive, dog. That was unimpressive. Remember, it only take one shot for Stevenson, bro. And they're going to be fighting in Canada. The purse bid was withheld up. I don't see what y'all see in Goofy. I have to go back and do some more research on him, though. I remember I see 2 of his fights. Craig Baker, and I'm going to tell you the other guy's name. It was Craig Baker and the other cat, man. I can't remember that guy's name. But I wasn't impressed in either one of the performances, man. He ain't no Bivol. He ain't no Bivol. Bivol is better than Alexander Goofy, man. You know, I say Bivol. Bivol beat the dog walk shit out of him. Yeah, he's fought some guy named Mendindi Armour. This dude is 34-5 with 2 knockouts. He beat Craig Baker. He already had a loss, but Craig Baker went shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, he didn't beat nobody. He beat Isaac Chulamba. I mean, he retired. I don't see anybody on his resume that he beat, bro. I have to go watch the tape, man. And then this Mendar guy he beat, I mean, this guy was already stopped once in his career. And he didn't even stop him. You know? He got stopped by a guy that he already had beat. You know, he got stopped by a guy that Alexander Goofy beat in 4 rounds. He couldn't stop this guy, man. I'm just saying, dog. I'm just keeping it funky, dog. I don't see it. He beat the shit out of hold on. He beat the shit out of using Gonzalez was Bivol before Bivol. Then he dropped his comp. He got okay. I can agree with that. Maybe he dropped his comp and got bored. Maybe that's what it was. I just said that. What up, hon? What's going on? 2 Glocks up 187 forever. Why isn't Anuyiwa signed with Top Rank? Why is Anuyiwa signed with Top Rank? He should bring in a top cap. You don't need no damn Top Rank. I don't know who he signed with, but you don't need Top Rank to make no money. You know, he probably got an Asian promoter, man. You know, we talk about make sure y'all smash that like button while y'all up in here. Talk about Top Rank, man, how they stopping the World Boxing Super Series from greatness again. Okay, in the first season of World Boxing Super Series tournament, they stopped it. Gilberto Ramirez should have been begging to be in that tournament, dog. You know what? Ramirez and Jesse Hart should have been in that tournament, all right? Even though that before Jesse Hart stepped up. But they didn't let Ramirez or Jesse Hart in that tournament, all right? And Gilberto Ramirez is trash, you know, right now. He ain't what I thought he used to could be. Now, Maurice Hooker has to fight Alex Sadoso. I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. And Alex Salcedo is a top-ranked fighter. And WBO is pushing the mandatory for Hooker to fight him, so Hooker won't be in the World Boxing Super Series tournament. Also, Top Rank and Jose Ramirez is scared to get in this World Boxing Super Series tournament. If those 2 top-ranked fighters got in the tournament, you would have a tournament for undisputed. I don't think that ever happened in the sport of boxing before. You would have one tournament that produces an undisputed champion, you know. And, you know, it is what it is, man. He says Donna Stevenson's getting old, starting. He said he was sick his last fight, so we'll see. Like I said, Goofy, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. But he seemed to be a good fighter, but his last couple fights, you only as good as your last fight. And I ain't see it. But yep, Top Rank is stopping this shit, man. You know, Jose Ramirez, he didn't even deserve that title, man. He was supposed to have to fight Regis for the actual title, but Bob Arum paid off the WBC. You know, he fought Amir Khan for his title. And Amir Khan had got beat up by what's the old boy name? He got beat up by Adrian Granados. And that same Adrian Granados was getting pieced up by Javier Fortuna for a minute. What up, Bracy? You know, that same Adrian Granados was getting pieced up, dog. So at the end of the day, you don't be knowing, man. But the cruiserweight tournament is for undisputed. Yeah, I mean, that fight is, but I mean before that, you never had that. You know, and the cruiserweight tournament shouldn't even be for undisputed because one of them dudes was the real Super WBA champion. That is right. One of them dudes was the real, not British. I'm going to tell you who was the real Super WBA champion. They took him off that hoe too. Hold on. I don't know who. It was another guy. He wasn't in the tournament, but he fought Murat Gasly already, okay? And the Cuban, Dr. Tor, whatever that guy's name, he was the regular WBA champion. So the people talk about Tank getting upgraded to jumping Machado for Super WA, they legitimately stripped the other guy who was the real Super WA champion and gave it to Gatsby after he beat Dr. Charles to make an undisputed. So originally, the Super WA title wasn't even in the Cruiserweight tournament. Who talking about? Adonis Stevenson? Earlier, Alvarez gave up his mandatory. He facing Sergey Kovalev. I think it's August 4th in Atlantic City, Hard Rock Cafe Casino and Hotel for the WA Championship. He gave up that one. So Gufic became the mandatory. Gufic was the interim title. You know, the Super 6 took too long. World Box Series done it in a year. Yeah, the Super 6 was round robin. Super Series, yeah, it was a round robin tournament. That's why it took longer. And then it turned into a single elimination tournament. So I think it took 3 rounds of round robin, and then it turned 2 more rounds of single elimination. You know, and that was the difference. Broner did get a gift decision versus Granados. Granados is a very underrated fighter. Underrated, I thought. Amir Khan was the future of boxing, but he lost twice already. He can still come back if he learns to defend. It's over for Amir Khan, bro. It's over. You know, he just, you know, like I said, when I seen that Fidel guy knock him down, I said, man, that dude's is not that good. Alvarez got removed because he kept getting offers to fight. They turned him down. Alvarez team admitted they took the Kovalev for the same money. He ain't want Adonis. All right. No, all right. Yeah, man, what if he do beat what if he does beat up on you know, Kovalev? That'd be interesting, man. I haven't really watched a lot of out here Alvarez. I've seen him before, but I haven't really seen a lot of them. So it is what it is. What's going on with Tabiti? I don't know. Tabiti was gonna fight Gatsby if Alexander Usyk didn't get his mind together, but I'm not sure. He just beat Tabiti just beat Latif Coyote. I remember Latif Coyote, the guy that got into it with Tarver, and they fought, and Tarver popped dirty. And then he fought Luis Ortiz, and then Luis Ortiz dropped dirty. So, yep. But Top Rank is they held up another World Boxing Super Series tournament, man. Jose Ramirez and Alex Sadalso, they're not even world championship level. And I won't even say Maurice Hooker should be a world champion. You know what I'm saying? You know, I wouldn't even say he should be a world champion. But at the same time, you know, Top Rank, I mean, they just got the money line. I don't see Amir Khan being good. I never seen it in Amir Khan. I never seen it. I just never seen it. He a guy that can punch and can't take it on the jaw. I have never seen nothing special in Amir Khan. Like I said, I've never seen nothing special in him, man. That's just my opinion. Amir Khan, every time I seen him, he was getting dropped and getting hurt. They thought him the next time he Hearns. I said, all right, man, don't disrespect my homie Tommy like that. Don't disrespect the Motor City Cobra. Nah, he said Alvarez is solid. You know, like I said, I don't want to disrespect the guy, but I ain't see he ain't no good, man. Every time I see him, trash. Waste management. Throw it into the incinerator. Pick it up on Mondays. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I got any questions, man, I'll answer the questions right now. But like I said, man, you know, Alex Sadalso, whatever that guy's name is, and Jose Ramirez is holding up that tournament, man. And I watched his performance against Castillo. I watched his performance versus Fidel. I forgot the guys. He from New Mexico. I watched him versus Granados. I watched him versus a couple other guys too. He ain't look that good, man. Alvarez skilled, but he's scary. In my opinion, I don't trust him. All right. Ain't he from like Colombia or some shit? Basket, who would you like to see Thurman come back fight again? I heard it's gonna be Josito Lopez, man. He's training over at the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy now, but I don't care, man. He don't care, man. He can come back versus. He probably gonna take 2 times. Man, this dude only fought once in the last 2 years, man. I mean, he fought once a year for the last 3 years. If he only fight once this year, Keith Thurman, in all actuality, he should have been stripped, dog. I'm just gonna keep it real. Keith Thurman should have been stripped, dog. He should have been stripped. No reason why Keith Thurman should be walking around here with a belt. Seriously, man. Yep. So let me know what y'all let me know what y'all any questions y'all got, man. Other than that, I'll get off this hoe. Finish watching Luke Cage. Who wins, Jamel or Saul? I don't know. That's two different weight classes, dog. If they was, I mean, I don't know, man. If it was Jamal, I pick Jamal over Saul because they both at middleweight. But if Canelo had to squeeze back down, I probably favor Jamel to beat him. He holding that division up, real talk. Who you talking about? Politics. Yup, politics always win. T good. You talking about P Money? You talking about Adonis Stevenson or Alvarez or Canelo? Who you talking about holding the division up? If y'all got any questions, go ahead and ask them right now. It's a slow day for boxing, boy. A very, very slow day. What do you think about Mikey versus Robert Easter Jr. Ernest Vigil? I like that fight. You know, I like it for. I think Mikey O'Keefe. Yeah, for sure. I'll get to that question in a minute. I think Mikey gonna beat him. I think Mikey could just make Robert come to him, you know, or he go to Robert and Robert gonna give up his height. I think for Mikey, he just gonna tear he gonna tear Robert up in close corners, man. You know, he gonna work Robert body. I don't see him stopping Robert, but he may stop him. But you never know, man. Like I said, Mikey been on the ground versus Rocky Martinez, which more of a flash doc now. I was watching that fight live. But you never know. Can Mikey handle that power from Easter? Easter got a little bit of speed and power too. But I think Mikey gonna get caught. But I think he gonna beat Robert. I really don't know how exactly he gonna beat Robert, but he gonna beat him, man. He gonna beat Robert down, man. Keith holding up the division for sure. He doing it on purpose. Are you anticipating for Keith this August? It's in September. September 8th is when Keith Thurman supposed to come back. So they pushed that August date back. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. Are you anticipating for the Keith? I believe in Keith in the ring, man. You ever watch Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship? Yeah. This one guy used to send me the championship fights all the time. That shit brutal, dog. It's too brutal. It's brutal, though. Real brutal. I think I might still have some videos in my archive from a while ago. Lubin versus J-Rock. I take J-Rock, man, to Lubin proving otherwise, man. Lubin a good fighter. I used to think Lubin was going to be a better fighter than Earl, but like I said, he stepped up too early. Garcia will be a 10-1 favorite. Yep. I mean, if you believe in Bunny, it'll be a good time to drop some money on Bunny. Yeah, I don't see it. Jamil is a very standard in my opinion. Canelo has a spectacular offense. He likely dropped Charlo in my opinion. I do respect your opinion still. I don't see it, Canelo. I don't see it. Y'all see a lot of stuff in Canelo. Like I said, guys that move and box, which Charlo used to be a mover and boxer. That's why I said which version you talking about. Like I said, Canelo looks good versus, you know, guys like Triple G. You know, guys that don't have no athletic ability. He looked good for versus welterweights and junior welterweights. When he fought Austin Trout, he looked like he didn't look that good. And he got tired. The Charlos, and I thought Andrade would have definitely destroyed Canelo Alvarez at 154. In my opinion, he would have destroyed him. Canelo don't go good versus athletic black fighters. I'm telling you that right now. Easter is cashing out. I think Easter is going to shock the world. Possibly, you might at 10-1 underdog. You might as well drop a couple hundred on him or 100. Very slow, homie. I appreciate your ground. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Will Be More TV. Y'all go subscribe. Jack Mormon, what you heard on Saunders and Andrade? I just heard that the WBO is going to make Andrade the mandatory. He was on the Corner Man radio, said that he needs two fights or 2 or 3 fights to be ready for Saunders. I'm still hearing Saunders might fight James DeGale, but they both pricing themselves out right now, so that fight might not happen. Canelo ain't dropping Jamal, not even Jamil. Yeah, like I said, man, Canelo look good versus guys he posed to, man. But versus Lara, I mean, if that was one of them Charlo twins in there versus Canelo that night, I think either one of them would have destroyed Canelo. Yeah, Andrade would have destroyed Canelo. I think Andrade would have destroyed every junior middleweight at a point in time before he went all nose ring and on dope. Yeah, would destroy Canelo. That's just my opinion, man. I think Canelo is very overrated. How many legitimate middleweights have Canelo fight? Look, Canelo he legitimately only fought one fight at middleweight at 160. That was Triple G. Him and Chavez was at 164.5. Him and Cotto was at 155, I believe. You crazy as fuck. I know about 5 motherfuckers that'll whoop on Canelo. I know 5 that'll whoop Canelo. And we could bet on all 5 of them. CJ, what's your next prospect to watch and food for thought video? I don't know about food for thought video. I just made a playlist for that, though. I made a whole bunch of playlists. Y'all go check it out. I don't know, man, about the prospects, man. I don't see any more ones I haven't covered. So when I find out some more fighters, I will. But I did one on Michael Camboso. You know, you look at my archive. You go to the Who Got Next playlist, and it'll be right in there. Michael Camboso. He a real good fighter. He's sparring Pacquiao. He sparred Pacquiao for the Jeff Horn fight. He from Australia. He sparring Pacquiao, I think, for this fight versus Lucas Matisse. Mikey versus Danny at 140. Who wins? I'll take Danny, man. I didn't like the way Mikey looked at 140, man. You know, I don't think Mikey physically is ready for 140. That's just my opinion. But if he was growing to the weight class, I like Mikey's skill set a little bit better. But you know, Mikey could beat him. Mikey beat him in the amateurs. But Danny was straight at 140. But, you know, I don't think Mikey got enough athletic movement like Herrera did to mess with him. But Mikey is technical. You know, I favor that version of Danny. But you never know. That Jacob Derevchenko fight really happening. And on HBO, yeah, it's gonna happen, man. Yeah, man. The manager, I told y'all, the manager said that they gonna fight. He said he don't give a hell. That fight happening. I'm here October 27th, HBO. That fight gonna happen. Andre Rozier gonna train Danny Jacobs. Yeah, and I'm not. Yeah, Andre is good, but yeah, he does remind me of Andre Durrell in hindsight. I mean, when he was at 154, Andre was an animal. Roman Jesus is a Canelo fan. I see. What about when I thought Trot beat Canelo, man? You know, I thought he drew with Lara. The Cotto fight, I thought he clearly beat Cotto. I thought he beat Triple G. So, like I said, I ain't got no issue with Canelo. I'm just saying what I say. You know, I don't think he that good. As far as when you go to Andrade at 154 in the Charlos. I wonder if the WBO will drop Andrade ranking and Andrade better get the fight ASAP. You know, they haven't ordered it yet, though. So they can order it 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line for Andrade taking on Billy Joe Saunders. It sounds like Billy Joe Saunders may move up and drop the belt, so you never know. Canelo be making his own decisions. He can make his own decisions, yeah. It ain't got nothing to do with it. Not HBO, but in October. Yeah, it's going to be on HBO. Oh, you said in October? It's going to be on HBO in October, yeah, October 27th. I mean, nobody care about being a pay-per-view star. I ain't paying for no Canelo pay-per-view no more. He cheated. You forget to say that. Man, I love him. I ain't Canelo, man. Watch Tommy McGuire recent interview about an upcoming fight. Yeah, man, I seen it, man. I haven't got a chance to watch it, though. He talking about, yeah, Liam Smith in trouble. I'm really a 160-pounder. Yeah, I like Tommy McGuire, dog. I think he can go further than Canelo because he got more physical size and height. Canelo could retire right now and still have more money than the whole middleweight division. What does money mean? You know, just because Floyd got the most money, do it make him better than Sugar Ray Robinson? No. And you forgot also about that $20 million the All-Star boxing suit his ass for. If Garcia doesn't look good at 140, how is he going to fare at 147 versus Spence? It's beyond me. How he going to look? I mean, if you want to go to 147, go ahead. What if you fuck around and beat Earl Spence? It's going to be a lot of crying and slow singing and probably bringing in. If you whoop Earl Spence, niggas going to cry. Niggas' channel's going to shut down, dog. People been saying Mel should fight Lara, but that's a dangerous for no reason. I think he should just forgive Monguia and he got a belt down. I mean, shit, you never know. Because Lara took an ass whooping. You know, he physically got beat up. Lara might not be the same fighter, man. And remember, Lara is the same guy that got whooped on by Carlos Molina. Y'all forgot that one. He had a war with Alfredo Angulo. He took some hellacious body shots versus Canelo. Before that, he had a headbutt fest with Vanes Monterosian in the first fight. So Lara, was he 34, 35? Lara ain't no spring chicken. You know, for a guy that people say is a quote-unquote defensive wizard, he took a lot of punishment. Carlos Molina whooped the fuck out of Canelo Alvarez, 154-pound Carlos Molina. You know Andy Ruiz is fighting today? No. I see him in the gym hitting the bag. He looked pretty good. Big man got some hands, though, bro. If he was ever to get in shape for real, man, Andy Ruiz, he a problem, dog. Yeah, Munguia might just move out the division to go to 160 at a point in time. There ain't none of them fighting Munguia right now. I mean Munguia. It ain't gonna happen. Too young. You know, but if he beat Liam Smith, it'd be interesting to see if Kell Brook step up. He'll fuck Kell Brook ass up too. He's too big for Kell Brook, man. Battle Rifle, man. What's going on? Funny thing about Charlos is that they don't have any fights where they outbox somebody. For some brothers who's supposed to be slick. I mean, did you not see the Gabriel Rosado fight versus Jamil Charlo? He outboxed Gabriel Rosado. He outboxed Demetrius Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? You know? And Jamal ain't no boxer, though, man. Jamal is a power puncher. You know, I wouldn't say Jamil is the boxer, but since he joined Derrick James, he hasn't been boxing no more. But if you want to play the other side of the card, I ain't never seen Canelo outbox nobody. Even Amir Khan was outboxing Canelo Alvarez. Because Canelo, obviously, he got some help from the refs and the judges versus Austin Trout. He didn't even outbox Austin Trout. He clearly didn't even outbox Miguel Cotto because some people thought Miguel Cotto beat him. He didn't outbox Erislandy Lara. I had it a draw. He didn't even knock out a dead Chavez Jr. You know what I'm saying? Some people thought Triple G beat him. Canelo has no marquee fight where he actually outboxed somebody. So you can take that one to the bank as well. Yeah, he can't fight. Yeah, Jamil can't fight. He can't fight Lara like the way he fought. I agree with that. He can't fight Lara the way he fought Trout. Lara pick his ass apart. Oh, he fighting Kevin Johnson, the dude from the UK who Anthony Johnson will fight. What's up, Afro King G? No disrespect to Mikey, but Earl is going to destroy his career. Yeah, I don't know if Mikey really going to take that fight, dog, to be real. If he do, he do, man. Hats off to Mikey Garcia. No, I think, man, you can say outboxed Vanez, but Vanez was a real tough fight, man. That's why, you know, Ronnie Shields damn near smacked his ass in the corner. That's what he left. Yeah, but in the same token, he did get a gift versus Vanez Monterossi. I thought he beat Vanez Monterossi, man. Y'all dudes just think because you come forward that you win a fight. You don't mean that. Just because you come forward, it don't mean you mean a fight. He was a close fight. Canelo didn't outbox Cotto at all. Okay. Khan was outboxing him. I had Lara winning and Trout winning. See? All right. TJ, you need to chill with the facts, fam. My damn hand hurting, man. I busted my hand open like last year. That shit hurts like hell. Mikey ain't fucking crazy. Yeah, I agree. He might be. Well, if he beat Earl Spence, motherfuckers gonna be crying. I don't see it though. Ernest Vigil. Is it true that Luis Ortiz is fighting Tom Hanks or something? Tom Hanks, yeah, he fighting him, bro. He fighting him, man. He took a hell of a knockout versus Deontay Wilder, but nobody else will fight him. Fuck. I gotta go suck my hand, man. My shit hurt like fuck. Harold Letterman thinks coming forward wins rounds. Yeah, he do. Ooh, it's a bloodbath. You know, HBO love a bloodbath, man. HBO love a bloodbath. HBO love a bloodbath. Oh, wow, bro. I guess he couldn't find an opponent. Because Luis Ortiz was supposed to be a mandatory shot to get Wilder if Dillian White had fought him. So he probably just tuned up and come right back at the end of the year. So, yeah. You know, he got knocked out, Ernest. He got knocked out. So, you know, remember Arthur Smilker got knocked out by Deontay Wilder. He came back and fought Adam Nowaki. He got knocked clean the hell out again. You know, he got knocked clean the hell out again. So you don't want to get knocked out and then come back in here versus somebody tough and get knocked out again. Shout out to African G for the super chat. Appreciate it. There are definitely fighters who outbox people more. Move Kovalev, Hopkins, Garcia, Broner. Yeah, you're right. Definitely right, man. Everybody can't outbox everybody, man. If we all have boxers, boxing would be one boring-ass sport, battle rifle. We need the bangers. Leo was calling out Gary Russell. Was that fight happening? You know, thank you, T. Good, as far as the super chat. Nice work, appreciate it. Happening in the fall or just bluffing? You know, last interview I seen Leo do, he was talking about fighting Ray Vargas and Oscar Valdez. You know, Valdez coming off a broken jaw. I don't know if he said he opened a fight, Gary Russell. I don't know. Gary Russell beat him in the amateurs. He said he wanted to avenge that loss. Leo Santa Cruz also beat Adrian Broner in the amateurs. Just a little fun fact. Alex Santos, it's sad how boxers are screwing over Luis Ortiz by not giving him a shot. Too many pussies in the heavyweight division. Yeah, but it might be a blessing in disguise, Alex Santos. because Ortiz just did take some brutal punishment versus Wilder. He got knocked down 3 times, so maybe get him a chance to get his faculties together and get back, get back in the rhythm, before that, man. So, I ain't mad at it. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'd rather see him fight somebody in the top 15, but it is what it is. Tevin Farmer have a fight coming. Yes, August 3rd, Luna Park Amusement Park in Australia versus Billy Dibbs for the vacant IBF championship belt that he was robbed of in the first fight versus a Kondo. And Kondo, was it a Kondo? No, Kondo for Olympians. Whatever the Chinese guy he fought, man, he cheated. Black Guro Lee. Canelo was a counterpuncher, not a boxer. All right, good point. Ancient 313. After Leo beat Mares, he said he wanted to fight Gary Russell. How he couldn't deal with Jojo Diaz pressure? How would he break? He would break down to the body. Leo Santa Cruz is Jojo Diaz is not even a good puncher. Jojo Diaz is probably above average puncher. Leo Santa Cruz is nowhere near the puncher that Jojo Diaz is, man. Gary Russell would destroy Leo Santa Cruz, bro. Gary Russell will totally destroy him. Leo Santa Cruz wouldn't even bring that same pressure to Gary Russell. He get knocked out probably about under 5 rounds. Oguawa, that's what it was. Oguawa. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, man, he got robbed in that fight, bro. But yeah, man, Leo Santa Cruz, man, ain't no fucking Jojo. Jojo Diaz was scared to even move his hands because Gary Russell was peckering him. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, he stopped Leo Santa Cruz, man. Fuck Santa Cruz up. Santa Cruz can't even break an egg, dog. And he ain't out, and he not outboxing him, dog. He not outboxing no fucking Gary Russell. On Gary Russell, bro. Leo's bugging, but he was saying how he'll break Gary down to the body and he'll get washed like he did. Yeah, he get washed, man. That's a bad matchup. That's why he ain't really trying to really fight him. And I think Valdez to beat him if Valdez used his ability. Valdez another dude who need another trainer, man. Oscar Valdez got all that ability in the world, man. He fight reckless. He said Alex Santos said Leo Santa Cruz will fight another Mexican villain, Vanilla Midget. He said he wanted to go up and weight and fight for a title. I think Miguel Burchett will beat Leo Santa Cruz, man. If he moves up to 130. Jojo ain't get stopped because he was a huge 120. Yeah, and he didn't get stopped as well because that motherfucker didn't go for it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really sell out for that knockout. I think he was a little bit weight drained as well too. What's up, Jose? Bruce Gang in the building. Canelo beats Jamel easy. Jamel is the only middleweight that can hurt Jamal. That hurt Canelo. Jamal is without a doubt the best athlete at middleweight. If he can't hurt Canelo, then Canelo would outbox him to a decision. I don't see Canelo outboxing any guy with foot movement. If Jamel goes back to boxing like he did with Ronnie Shield, he would easily outbox Canelo Alvarez, bro. He would easily outbox Canelo Alvarez, bro. Jamel could move like Lara, but he was offensive. Y'all overrating Canelo, bro. But that's if you go to middleweight. Like I said, this was at junior middleweight. And I still think Jamal ain't even a great boxer, bro. Jamel is better than Jamal, man. Y'all don't keep sleeping on Jamel just because he fought stupid versus Trout. But at the end of the day, like I told y'all, Canelo ain't beat no fighter at 154 and 160 that got melanin in their skin, bro. Other than Lara. He barely beat Lara. Jamel ain't fucking with no. Jamel not beating Danny Jacobs. I put this on wax. Canelo not beating Danny Jacobs. Canelo not beating Jamel. Canelo not beating Jamal. And if Boo Boo ever got his mind right, which I think he ain't beating Boo Boo. If Boo Boo get his mind right, he not beating the Gypsy. He ain't beating Billy Joe Saunders either. Them 5 fighters Canelo not beating. And if Canelo truly wanted to smoke with Jamal Charlo, Jamel Charlo, he would have fought him when they both was on Golden Boy. That's why Jamel Charlo left Golden Boy. It ain't because Al Heyman left Golden Boy. He said Golden Boy kept promising Canelo fight and he was protecting him, dog. Canelo ain't never whooped nobody, bro. Canelo has never whooped nobody at one that was a true 154 pounder or a true middleweight. I've never seen Canelo whoop nobody for real. Canelo eased by somebody. Canelo paid the referees off. Oscar played the ref. Canelo has legitimately never whooped nobody that mattered. Canelo has legitimately never stopped nobody that mattered. He stopped some welterweights, some junior welterweights. He stopped Jose Cotto, Miguel Cotto brother. He didn't stop Cotto. Okay. He didn't stop Lara. He didn't stop Triple G. He didn't stop a dead Chavez Jr. The dude is an overrated puncher, dog. He's an overrated puncher, bro. And the reason he look all slick and defensive because he fighting guys that stiffs. You know, when he fought Floyd Mayweather, he sure looked like he was in slow motion, didn't he? An old small junior middleweight Floyd Mayweather he couldn't do shit with. A guy that was moving up in weight. A guy that was old. He was looking slow. You know. Crawford possible opponents, English from Lithuania, fights on ESPN tonight. Get familiar with chat. Yeah, he beat David Alvarez. I was going to do a video on that, man. He beat David Alvarez. He could punch. He like 60, he like 19-0 with 16 knockouts. At the end of the day, Crawford ain't fighting nobody. That's a shame. Canelo ain't messing with the top 150. Yeah. He ain't going to beat Jacobs neither, Alex Santos. I'm sorry, man. Jamel is reckless as hell. He fought reckless that fight, bro. Just because he fought Battle Rifle, just because Jamel fought Austin Trout like that, he not going to fight. He ain't going to fight Canelo like that. Just as, hypothetically, if you put him in there with Triple G, he not going to fight no fucking Triple G. Like, he fought Austin Trout like that because he wanted to knock him out. Go back and watch Jamel Charlo, the old Jamel Charlo. And y'all tell me that he wouldn't outbox Canelo. Mel was supposed to fight Canelo in Houston, but fought Kirkland instead. All right, I didn't know that. He didn't want to fight no fucking Canelo. Don't want to fight none of the young black fighters. None of them guys do. Triple G don't want to fight none of the young black fighters. You know, and Cotto was old as hell too. Hell yeah. Saddam Ali might have beat Cotto better than Canelo. He couldn't even stop Cesar Chavez Jr. Hell no, man. That motherfucker was dead. They should make it a murder show card. Tank versus Santa Cruz. Spence versus Mikey. Canelo versus Charlo. That should be funny as fuck. I'll pay for that shit, bro. You get 100 out of me for that one. I'm going with all the brothers. I don't care what y'all say. I'm going with all the brothers across the board. All the 154s haven't been stopped, though, CJ. Canelo, Charlo, her have never been stopped. You supposed to be Canelo. You supposed to be Big Money Grip. You supposed to be the superstar, the Clinton Beautiful. Shots up my ass. You supposed to be stopping motherfuckers. This nigga out here cheating and still not stopping niggas, dog. Feed him to Jaime Munguia once he loses Triple G, bro. Feed him to Jaime Munguia. I'll pay for it. Shit, you could feed him to Earl Spence. Let's see what happened in that fight. He didn't fight Lubin like that in that one round. No, he didn't. You don't fight everybody the same way. That's what people forget. You know, you don't fight everybody the same way. Battle Rifles, I'm not just saying trying to flatten out the disagreement with you, but was making the same mistake against John Jackson. Yeah, nobody ever seen John Jackson fight like that, though. John Jackson, if you watch John Jackson, go watch John Jackson versus Andy Lee. Go back and watch that fight. John Jackson was an attacker. Nobody ever seen John Jackson box and move like that. So John Jackson threw that nigga off. But John Jackson was a dude that was an attacker. He go get the knockout. You know? John Jackson was whooping on Andy Lee ass at 154. Andy Lee came down. You know, John Jackson never was a boxer. But he froze up. He could have easily kept outboxing Jamel and got the victory. You know, but guess what? When you trying to be something that you're not, you eventually gonna revert back to what you know. You know, y'all sleeping on Canelo counter. Ain't nobody, man. He can counter all them stiff ass niggas, all the motherfucking Josito Lopez's he want to. He can counter all the Jose Cottos, all the Matthew Hattons, all the Alfredo Gomez's, all the Kermit Centrons. He can counter all the Amir Khans he want to, bro. You know what I'm saying? But when he stepped up to Lara, Cotto, Mayweather, Chavez, Triple G, he ain't getting no knockout, bro. But he's a good counterpuncher. But like I said, remember Canelo was like 5'6", dog. Jamel Charlo might be 6'1", 6'2". I gotta admit, Ali beat Cotto better than Canelo. That shows how important footwork is. Yeah. It's a good ass conversation. Yeah, I don't know. Keep asking questions, man. We definitely made something out of nothing. I sure gonna get off you, hoe. He still has the best resume in the game. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Canelo and Danny Jacobs got the best resume. That's no doubt about that, man. They both got the best resume. Shout out to Black Horseman Promotions in the building. What's your thoughts on fanboys mad about Thurman returning to boxing? I don't know. I didn't know too many people was mad. I believe when the motherfucker in the ring, though. I like Keith Thurman, dog. And I like to see his wife at the fights. Just show his wife in between the rounds. Fuck the ring talk card girls. You know what I'm saying? Just show Keith Thurman wife. You know what I'm saying? That's what they should do, man. Get Carl Frost's wife. Get Keith Thurman wife. Just show the wives on. Just show the wives. Just show the wives. Well, I mean, I'd be happy Keith Thurman coming back. Why would you be mad that Keith Thurman is coming back? Seriously. Why would you be mad that Keith Thurman coming back? I wouldn't be mad because Keith Thurman coming back. I mean, Earl Spence, moment of truth. Which y'all thought Keith Thurman gonna get stripped of? Y'all thought Keith Thurman was gonna get stripped of the belt, and not fight Earl Spence? Yeah, Cotto wife too. Y'all thought Keith Thurman was gonna hand that belt over to Earl Spence? Hell no. At the end of the day, Keith Thurman got nuts, dog. At least I think he got nuts. You know, at the end of the day, Keith Thurman got nuts, bro. Yeah, if he lost his hunger, we'll see. It'd be fucked up if Keith Thurman beat Earl Spence, dog. Niggas be in here crying. Thurman a monster at his best. He can beat anybody at 147. Niggas just behave. Yeah, he can beat anybody. I like Keith Thurman. I remember at one point I want to see Keith Thurman versus Canelo Alvarez at 154 because y'all know Keith Thurman fought Carlos Katana at 152. His wife cold blooded. We all, man, the whole LDBC, whoever you with, man, the whole boxing clinic. So we need to take some money up. We need to go to Nepal and get us a Keith Thurman wife, dog. You know, we need to go get a Keith Thurman wife, cold blooded. She was working at a bar in Nepal. Her family owned the bar. Battle Rifle said you'll be surprised how easy it is for some fighters to outbox the best fighters. A lot of fighters like Robbie Jr., Charlo, spend so long moving back when it get in there running, they be shook. I don't know what he meant. I hope Thurman come back the same way. Great for boxing. Yeah, it's great for boxing. You know, it's the best thing for boxing to Keith Thurman come back. I think Keith Thurman is a tougher matchup on Terrence Crawford than Earl Spence is for Terrence Crawford. Yeah, we need to go to the pause, man. I'm not pulling out of that bitch, dog. I'm not pulling out of that bitch, dog. For real. Fuck you mean? Hell yeah, Keith Thurman, man. I'm surprised Keith Thurman ain't got a little Keith Thurman already, man. Battle Reference 7-8 was crying in the post-fight video when Rigondeaux lost to Lomachenko. A lot of motherfuckers is mad about that shit. I told dudes, I was like, man, Lomachenko gonna watch it. People say, oh, you're gonna mess up your reputation as a channel. You know, where the fuck y'all at now? I told y'all that was common sense, man. Anybody that looked at the tape, we knew Rigondeaux didn't have no chance. He was giving up too much stuff, dog. He gave up too much. Legendary boxer in the building. Bro, Wilder and Ortiz and Lara and Hurd were big fights. Give them their respect. Fuck Top Rank. They were big fights, but it wasn't Wilder Joshua. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't Anthony, you know, it wasn't Jacobs, it wasn't Jacobs Charlo. You know, it wasn't Bivol Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? All the fights that we wanted to see, we didn't get to see them bitches. I know y'all been waiting on that Jalen Love and Peter Quillen fight. That's the best fight of the year. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman and Bud both beats Earl. I know. Bud ain't beating Earl Spence, bro. Neither is Keith Thurman, to be honest. Yeah, I need to go to Nepal, give me a Royal Queen. I was watching some guy, he put a video up about the women in Ghana. Oh, my God, they was thick, dog. Jamal, what's going on? Josh Taylor with KO Jose Ramirez. Hell yeah. Adrian Broner beat Jose Ramirez, too. I don't care what nobody said. Yeah, Adrian, $50 million 5-year deal with Money Team. I told everybody that Loma was going to beat embarrass Rigo and Dante at 7-8 blocking. Yeah, I knew that, man. That was common sense, dog. Rigondeaux didn't have a chance. Motherfucking one-handed fighter. You smart ass. I like Bivol, man. That guy got skills and some quick ass hands. Hell yeah. You won't surprise. You won't expect no Russian motherfucker to have no quick hands like that. Bivol was running up the side of Sullivan Barrera's face. I picked Sullivan Barrera too. Bivol was running up his face, dog, with punches. Like just non-stop. His hands was like a ninja. Pop, 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 pop. It was like a machine gun. You could look at Sullivan Barrera's face. He was tired of just getting ran up his face, dog. Pop, 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 pop. He should have fought Kovalev, dog. Bivol was just running up Cub's face, dog. Pop, 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 pop. Dog. That motherfucker hit that nigga with a left hook, a left hand, a right hand, a left hook, a right hook. This motherfucker was doing Tabo on Sullivan Barrera, dog. He did everything but the roll and the kicks, man. That motherfucker was Billy Blanks in his ass. Sullivan Barrera was looking like, God damn, I wish this was Andre Ward, this motherfucking dog. He beat the fuck out of that nigga Sullivan Barrera, bro. Yeah, them Guyanese have harms. Yeah, them motherfuckers, man, them bitches bad, dude, bad. Leo versus Mars 2 was a big. That fight sucked. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't fuck with Leo Sanders. That shit was garbage. Ain't nobody hit the canvas. Ain't nobody get hurt. I mean, both of them fights, bro, that was solid. But man, I don't want to see them little niggas fight no more. Them motherfuckers can't even punch. Give me somebody that's punching with some authority. Give me some Oscar Valdez and Gary Russell, man. Them motherfuckers, them little niggas can't punch. Especially Santa Cruz. That nigga can't crack an egg, man. He can't crack an egg on concrete. I had Barrera too, but he beat the brakes off that, man. I was impressed with that. Hell, he was impressed with AMP money. I was impressed. I had to go over and be like, yeah, you know, I was wrong, man. I'm Team Bivol. Now I fuck with Bivol. That motherfucker went, pow, pow, pow. Hey, dog, that nigga was just running up his face, dog. I was just like, you ever seen somebody just get whooped? I remember I was walking from high school one day, dog. Walking to the bus and shit. Motherfucker didn't want to catch the Grand River bus. Dexter, I want to take Dexter or whatever. Man, was just nigga getting his ass whooped. He was looking at me like he wanted me. I'm like, man, I don't even know your ass. That's how Barrera was looking like. He was at his corner like, man, throw the fucking towel in, man. Throw the towel in. YouTube turned off notification for your channel again. I don't know why they keep doing that shit, man. I don't know why, man. I be getting motherfuckers. I be getting notifications from motherfuckers' channels. I ain't even hit the bell icon on them. Basically, no way, bro. Crawford and Thurman. No, they won't, bro. No, they won't. No, they won't, bro. You can put your money up when the time comes, bro. We can bet something. The shit can go to charity or some shit. Won't go to me. Because I'm telling you, Keith Thurman is going to run. Earl Spence is going to use that jab. He cut the ring off on Keith Thurman. He's going to hit him to the body. He's going to fold him up. I'm trying to tell you. And Terrence Crawford, he too light in the ass, dog. Terrence Crawford is too light in the ass. I'm telling you that right now. He too light in the ass. He can fight, but he too light in the ass. And when you see something about Earl, you be like, oh, that's all Earl got. Earl got more tricks than y'all know, bro. Earl got more tricks than y'all know, dog. And I'm gonna keep it at that, dog. You know, Leo Ortiz and Lippiets are on Mikey Easter's also on another stack card. I don't know who the hell Leo Ortiz is though, man. I like Lippiets though. I told y'all Lippiets was gonna get Mikey a run for his money, man. Bivol threw me off with his speed, man. I swear he didn't look that fast in other fights. I swear to God, he didn't look that fast though. I was telling niggas that he was slow. Man, all I say was pow, 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 pow. Sullivan Barrera look like hey, Sullivan Barrera look like he's like dog, like, man, just throw the towel in. You know, you ever been at the grocery store and you see a black mama fuck their kid up, he be looking at you like he wanted to help him. You know what I'm saying? That's how Barrera was looking. He was just running up Barrera's face with punches, dog, like nonstop. Santa Cruz landed 700 punches with no knockdown. Man, that nigga can't punch. Man, legendary boxer, you on dope. Leo Santa Cruz will not beat Gary Russell, bro. Leo Santa Cruz can't even punch. He not outboxing no damn Gary Russell. Matter of fact, you could put Carl Frampton and Leo Santa Cruz in the same ring and they could tag team and Gary Russell with both of them. Hit with both of them. Carl Frampton, USA Day. Look, let me tell you this. How many times did Leo Santa Cruz knock down Carl Frampton? I don't remember. But I know I watched Carl Frampton first fight in the United States. He got dropped at least 2 or 3 times. He was on the fucking canvas, freak hoes, future voice. And Leo Santa Cruz can knock him down once. Leo Santa Cruz is so overrated, bro. He ain't slick. He just throw a lot of punches. He's stiff. He's just taller than a lot of guys. But he's so stiff and athletic. He ain't fast. He's stiff. That motherfucker's garbage, dog. I'm sorry. He can beat Abner Mares. Remember, Johnny Gonzalez knocked out Abner Mares in 2 rounds. Leo Santa Cruz couldn't even drop this guy, bro. Yeah, he made me eat crow that night. I was talking Barrera up heavy. Yeah, me too, dog. I can admit when I was wrong. Luke City Luke's. Spence will clean out the division and move up to 54. I agree. HBO, some people bash Ward for fighting Barrera. Now everybody get props for fighting Barrera. I mean, shit, at the end of the day, he did knock out Travansky. He did beat up Joe Smith Jr. They changed that bitch from a 12 to a 10 rounder. That's how bad that shit got. in the middle of the fight. You know? But who gonna beat Bivol? Ain't nobody whooping on Bivol, legendary boxer. Oh, you said Luis Ortiz, my bad. Luis Ortiz, yeah. He ain't fighting nobody. And Lippy is probably not fighting nobody. I ain't impressed with that card. I think Brandon Rios and Victor Ortiz might be on the undercard. It might. Eddie Hearn got a hit out on all the black channels, especially LDBC related. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, they've been on some real. YouTube been on some different stuff. They've been acting totally different. That's why I just stopped talking about that whole situation altogether, man. I ain't got time for that. Don't bet me, dog. But yeah, like I said, scary money don't make no money. That's the ultimate way you get somebody on that prediction. You want to bet? Tell you, dog. Bud gonna get his ass whooped, man, for sure. Keith Thurman too. Spence clean that bitch out. If you don't, I admit I was wrong. Let's go over the worst beating in boxing. That I mean, shit. Jeff Lacey and fucking Joe Calzaghe was a fucking beating. I mean, who else? There was a few other fucking brutal ass beatings in boxing. I mean, that last beating, Alex Cardoso versus Lenny Z last week. I want them to stop that shit, man. Lenny Z, I look like he was about to fall out the socket. And he was whooping Barrera ass, dog. Pass the blame, man. Man, he was whooping Barrera. I was looking like that because it was the same night Ortiz and Wilder had fought, I believe it was, right? And every time I would turn to Ortiz and Barrera, Barrera and Bivol would just I was like, dog, dude, this nigga get tired, dog. And they did body testing too. You promised, dog. Hell no. I'm telling you, bro. Tell me what Leo Santa Cruz does better than Gary Russell, bro. You let me know what Gary Russell already whooped him in the amateurs. At least Tax knows something. Gary Russell too much for Cruz and Frampton. Yeah, Frampton, man, like I told you, dog. Santa Cruz couldn't even drop Frampton, and some fucking bum dropped Frampton 3 times when he came to America. 3 times, and Santa Cruz couldn't drop him once in 2 fights. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers overrated. The Rigondeaux crew, the Duck Rigondeaux crew. 2 locks up. I think Crawford is training and sparring with Andre Ward for help and to keep Ward in shape while he can go get Sugar Ray Leonard. He can go Sugar Ray Robinson out the grade. He can get Rocky Marciano. He can go up to heaven or wherever the fuck Jack Johnson at and find Jack Johnson. He get Muhammad Ali. He ain't beating that man, Errol Spence, man. No. Crawford is a good fighter. But like I said, he a little bit out his element at 147 fucking with Errol Spence. Errol Spence too strong. He can be outboxing Errol Spence for the first 6 rounds, something like what Kell Brook did. And Errol Spence gonna make that adjustment. Eddie is paying hackers to turn off all LDBC notifications. Eddie, let me hold $1, bro. So he probably is, man. I'm done talking about that. I'm done talking about that shit, man. That shit is, man. What's the point to keep talking about Wilder and fucking and Joshua and Eddie shit, man? That shit done, man. That shit engulfed too much of the box community, man. I got Usyk at number 10. I got the Gasly and Usyk winner at number 10. Yep, he right inside my number 10 pound for pound, I believe. I'm gonna do another one before the fall. Floyd versus Hatton was funny as shit. Yeah, when that motherfucker ran into the goal, run into the post. Maybe I'm biased, but it's hard for me to watch anything below 35. For me, it was below 30. But when I started watching Chocolito, when Sorenstein and Jordan Acostas and Kel Yaffe and Gary Russell, guys like that, I started liking the above. Mikey Garcia was down there as well. I watched. I mean, I can't watch nothing below bantamweight. Not bantamweight, but super flyweight. I don't watch nothing below super flyweight. Only time I did was, I guess, the 2-time gold medal winner was Zeus Shimon. That's because they were shoving him down my throat on every Pacquiao undercard. Maybe or having an HBO show. I agree. I think Spence stopped keeping 6 and Crawford late. It'll be a hell of a fight. Yeah, it ain't gonna be no blowout. It ain't gonna be no blowout. Oh shit, my bad. The kid that dropped Frampton got killed in Mexico. My bad. Damn, I didn't even know that. He dropped him like 2 or 3 times. Shit. Old boy from the UCLA and the Sacramento Kings got killed today or last night in a shootout with the police in California. I don't want to put him in the LAPD. He got into a shootout. Tyler Honeycutt. He was only 27 years old. Got killed in the shootout. Boycott Matchroom, aka Rap Room. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. Tax don't play skill. I'm trying to tell you, dog. Tax. Errol Spence got more than meets to the eye. You don't watch a New York? Hell yeah, I watch a New York. He said he didn't watch nobody versus down. You better mention him. New Music So Lethal YouTube channel. So check out So Lethal YouTube channel. I usually boot motherfuckers that do that, but he could. Go show the brother some love, man. I'm about to go subscribe to you right now, bro. At least there ain't another boxing channel. All right. I love flyweight and bantamweight through featherweight. Y'all tripping. It be some good ass fights. He said that. I said I don't even watch super flyweight or nothing, bro. He said that other shit. I gotta respectfully disagree with you. Spence will make adjustment. I've never seen Spence make an adjustment. So you didn't see Spence versus Kell Brook. So Spence didn't make no adjustment versus Kell Brook. All right then. The cartels killed him and his grandpa. God damn. That's fucked up because he was putting it on Frampton ass and putting that heat on. That's fucked up. Yeah. Mexico is grimy, dog. I seen them cut all them school teachers' kids off on the side of the road. Thurman is a mover. Thurman ain't used to move like that. Thurman used to come through and be a boxer. If Thurman moved versus Earl Spence gonna cut the ring off and beat him worse. He gotta be aggressive with Earl. I'm not boycotting Matchroom if they put good fights on. I'm watching whoever. Look, just a boycott don't mean that don't watch. Just illegal stream. Just stream it. You know what I'm saying? Just stream it. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta boycott it. You say I'm not watching it. Like a lot of y'all say I'm not gonna watch Alexander Povetkin. I'd be lying if I say I'm not gonna watch Alexander Povetkin versus Joshua. Hell yeah, I'm gonna watch it, even though I know Joshua gonna win. I know Joshua gonna win that hoe. Because Eddie Hearn and Joshua won't take no fight, they're not gonna win, bro. Thurman started moving when Jesus. I swear, I just said that shit the other day. Legendary boxer, I just said that shit the other day, bro. I used to thought people was lying about that, but when Jose Soto Carras caught Keith Thurman, I think it was with a left hook. He nicked Keith Thurman. And Keith Thurman, ever since then, he started moving. Because if you go back and watch the Keith Thurman Diego Chavez fight, he was banging with Chavez. He was banging with Carlos Katana. He was banging with, was it Herberto Soto he fought on his HBO debut? He was banging. Bud is more than big enough to get Earl. I'm trying to, man, you're going to keep saying, hey, make sure you come back when Earl Spence beat the fuck out of Bud Crawford. Come back here and get your crow. You know what I'm saying? And if Bud, Bud could beat Earl Spence. I'm not saying in no way, but if Bud beat him, I'll always be back here eating my crow. I didn't see anybody, because you don't know boxing, bro. I'm sorry. You don't know boxing if you didn't see no adjustment. You don't know shit about boxing. 2 Glocks up. I am a Spence fan also, but CJ Brook was giving him that work. What if Triple G didn't soften? It didn't matter. It didn't matter. At the end of the day, it had nothing to do with nothing. Why Earl Spence beat Kell Brook is because Earl Spence made the adjustment where Kell Brook couldn't hold him on the inside. Go back and watch that fight. When Earl Spence started stepping this pace up, Kell Brook cannot fight at a high pace. That's how Triple G beat Kell Brook. Triple G stepped the pace up, and he started beating the fuck out of Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook ain't got no feet. He ain't no fluid mover. If Kell Brook could move on his feet better, he would last him longer than Triple G. You know? When Errol Spence stepped the pace up and started beating the body up and made that adjustment, it was over for Kell Brook. And if it was so easy, why didn't Sean Porter do the same thing to Kell Brook? Because he couldn't. Sean Porter got beat by Kell Brook by 3 punches, a jab, a left jab, a straight right, and an additional hook in there. Kell Brook, that's an excuse. That's an excuse. Kell Brook was going to get whooped regardless. Oh, I got you. Kell Brook was going to get whooped regardless. Oh, I got you. I see the link. Appreciate it. And why didn't he hug Errol Spence? Go watch that fight. Errol Spence had the perfect distance on the inside and the body punches. Go back and watch. Kell Brook tried to hold Errol Spence, but he couldn't do it. Because Errol Spence had the perfect distance. He made the adjustment. He was landing clean body shots, and he stepped up the pace. Boxing is a game of adjustments inside of each round. It's an adjustment. It's a big adjustment. And Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is nowhere as strong as Kell Brook was. Trust me on that. He's nowhere strong. So all that holding and hugging he did with Jeff Horn, that he ain't gonna be able to hold and hug Errol Spence like that. I'm trying to tell y'all guys, man. He ain't gonna be able to do that, man. But that's sad about the little Mexican boxer, man. I remember he was putting that heat on Crawford. I couldn't remember who it was. Loma coming back to unified weight, Beltran in the winter. That's if Ray Beltran win his mandatory. Ray Beltran got a mandatory August 25th versus a Russian guy. I don't have a look at them yet. Yep, Porter was just hugging. Like I said, dog, what y'all don't understand is this. Just because you a slick fighter, it don't mean nothing. Just because you see Errol Spence fight the way he fight, it don't mean he can't do nothing else, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, he gonna beat the hell out of Bud, bro. Y'all tell me the best puncher Bud has fought. Tell me the biggest puncher Bud has fought. PBC gave the kid another fight after the Frampton fight won, but he lost. Okay. What's the best fight that Terrence Crawford has fought? Who's the best fighter Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fought? Y'all tell me who's the best fight Errol Spence has fought? Terrence Crawford has fought. Exactly. Crickets. Come on. I'm not downplaying Thurman or Spence or Crawford. I'm not downplaying neither one, but I'm telling you, this dude, Errol Spence, is too fucking physical, dog. He's too fucking physical. Bud is a good fighter, but Bud makes a lot of critical errors that he's starting to cover up. Like, Bud get hit with a lot of right hands. Jeff Horn hit him with some good shots that PBC didn't call. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, man, Bud Crawford has not been tested on the level with Errol Spence at a weight like that versus a man that big and strong. Keith Thurman is a good fighter, but it's all about style matchups. If Sean Porter can bag Keith Thurman into a corner, dog, imagine what Errol Spence is gonna do to him. And Sean Porter didn't even have a fucking jab. His jab is nowhere as good as Errol Spence's. You know, Felix, you tell me, will Postal beat Errol Spence? Will Felix Diaz, who fought at 147, beat Errol Spence? And Gamboa wasn't even considered to be a good lightweight. Nobody considered Gamboa a real lightweight. Gamboa at best was at his best probably at what, featherweight? Earl was losing to, man, shut the fuck up, man. Get this nigga the fuck up out of here. You on timeout. Get the fuck up out of here, man. You on timeout, man. Talking that dumb shit. Postal was the best win, but out of Errol and Crawford, Kell Brook is the best win. Like I said, at the end of the day, we gonna just wait and see. But I can tell you this, Bob Merriman don't rush to put Crawford in there with that rock roller named Spence. He ain't in no rush, bro. He ain't in no rush. He ain't in no rush. Kell Brook beats everyone on Crawford's resume. I think so as well. But Victor Postal did look good in his last fight, though. Victor Postal looked really, really good. Errol Spence has flaws. I definitely agree, and I think a lot of those flaws will be magnetized as he moves up in weight. His foot speed don't mean shit. See, what you don't understand is this. Danny Garcia don't have no foot speed, but Danny Garcia couldn't cut the ring off. Errol Spence knows how to cut the ring off. It's no shock that Errol Spence was able to track down Lamont Peterson and make Lamont Peterson stationary. All I heard is Lamont Peterson gonna box around Errol Spence like he did Danny Garcia. Look at the foot. Foot speed don't mean shit. If the other fighter knows how to cut the ring off. Triple G, Willie Monroe had better foot speed than Triple G. Triple G still cut the ring off. Errol Spence still cut the ring off on Lamont Peterson. He still cut the ring off on Kell Brook. He still cut the ring off on Chris Algieri when Pacquiao and fucking Ruslan Provodnikov couldn't cut the ring off on Chris Algieri. It's about technique. If you got technique, you gonna be the shit. And Errol Spence has better fundamentals than Terrence Crawford and Keith Thurman. Period. Yes, they get hit, but what I'm saying is this. When you have a dude coming up from 35 to 40 and 47, I'm telling you, he's not gonna take what that Earl Spence dishing out, bro. Y'all got a better chance with somebody at 54 beating Earl Spence than these guys, man. Thurman has a better chance against Spence to me. Crawford cause of his power. Yeah, Thurman can put anybody out, but Thurman don't sit on his punches no more, dog. Yeah, boxing is me talking. I ain't booed him. I just put him on timeout. Spence gonna cut the ring off when I can't see that shit. My bad, bro. I can't see it. What the mover gonna do then? Get beat up? Okay, he cut you off. The problem is there's no one for Terrence to fight on Top Rank. Yep. Nobody picked Lamont. Yes, they did. Plenty of people picked Lamont to beat Earl Spence, bro. Oh, Lamont gonna box around Earl like he did Danny. It's funny when people change their tunes. Yeah, I do think about it. You remember when Smitty did a video about with Ward, he stressed the training of your feet is one of it's very, very important. Foot speed don't matter. It won't matter if you got technique. Chavez Sr. for all them years, it was about technique. Him cutting the ring off, it wasn't that because he had the quickest feet. Him cutting the ring off because he had a good jab and he know how to cut the ring off. A lot of guys don't know how to cut the ring off no more. Earl's defense is his jab, keeping him at range. He is one of the best at that. If you get around Spencer's jab, not even just his jab, his foot, his leg placement. Look how he cut the ring off, man. Look how he always cut the ring off. You don't see nobody dance around Earl Spence. He know how to use that jab and cut the ring off and use angles. Rasheed Towns in the house. What's going on, brother? What's the business? What's the business? Bud and Keith can do that. Bud and Keith, look here, man. Keith Thurman ain't thinking about cutting the ring off. Keith Thurman run too much. And when Bud started getting touched up, and then look at Bud too, man. Soon as Bud fought a bigger fighter than Victor Postal, he didn't go bang with Victor Postal. He didn't go seek and destroy Victor Postal. He legitimately boxed around Victor Postal. He boxed. He didn't really engage with Victor Postal and go toe-to-toe with him. And if Bud get the moving like he did with Victor Postal versus Earl Smith, I guarantee you it's going to be Bud all left around the ring, man. He too little. He's strong for a welterweight, but I'm trying to tell y'all just don't understand, bro. And then when I'm right, y'all going to y'all going to go in the hide in and make excuses up. Same shit. It'll take somebody with great upper body movement on the inside versus, yeah, Smith. Ain't nobody like that at 147. It ain't no defensive wizard. You know, Floyd can show y'all how it's done. Tell Floyd to come on. Most people think Spence is not athletic. Y'all tripping. Think that way. Hurd has the worst foot speed than everybody he's fought. Right technique over speed. Exactly. That jab. And when Hurd get to using that jab, bro, he dangerous. What's going on, BJ Slugs Beats? What's going on, bro? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? 2 Glocks up forever. I will say this deep down. I think Spence might be too strong for 147, but maybe the best man win. Yep. All right. Spence was an All-American football player in high school. I didn't know that. That's what's up. Texas breeding football players, though, bro. My boy, he played running back in El Paso. He went to New Mexico State, and he came to our school and played. Well, he ain't want to play no more. I don't know. I don't get that. But Texas football, that shit, man, winning state championship in Texas, that shit got to be big. That motherfucker, man. If you ever drove through Texas to get out of Texas, man, I drove from Killeen, Texas with Fort Hood. When I was younger, we drove from there all the way to Chicago. Motherfucker was driving through Texas forever. Spencer went to the same high school as Von Miller and a few other NFL players. Okay. Von Miller, the sack master. Von Miller, a beast. He's a beast. He's a dog. He's a motherfucking problem. I don't think he was an All-America. I wouldn't say All-America, but he was gifted. All right. It takes a long ass shit to get out of Texas. Hell yeah. Showtime did a segment on it for Spence Ocampo's fight. Oh, legendary boxer said, double down, nigga, double down. Double down. Any more questions, man? If we get off, man, I got some more videos to do, man. I'm gonna do some more videos. More videos. I went to school with the Charlos. They were seniors when I was a sophomore. So, Jose, did they dump your head in the toilet and give you a swirly? I want to become a pro boxer. You think I should move to Texas to do so? I'm not experienced yet, though. I want to say Texas will be the hotbed to do it, but it might be the hotbed not go to Derrick James boxing gym. Well, most of the good gyms is on the East Coast, though. It used to be like that. Texas is huge. I drove from AZ to Florida, and it took 26 hours, 14 hours. I was driving through Texas. Damn. Jumped on late. What's going on, Mercy Houston, man? Jose said, no, they didn't want none of me. Okay, you gonna beat the fuck out of Charlos, huh? Michigan. No, move to LA. LA's expensive as shit. Yeah. LA expensive as shit, man. Houston to California, El Paso is a halfway point. Damn. Yeah, they say Texas is bigger than the UK. Jose a hitter, huh? Yeah, Jose, I'm gonna tell the Charlos and shit when I see him. Yeah, Crunk Gym is in the basement of a church now. I think the old Crunk Gym burned down. They used to have one in Southwest Detroit. I forgot what happened to that one. CJ, my brother, what's going on, Jose? I'm in Saul, my bad. El Paso is a nice city. Hell yeah, LA way too expensive. I ain't got time for that, man. Go to LA and go to Roscoe's if they still open. New York expensive as shit too, and Boston. All that shit on the East Coast, man. If you off the water, man, to the West Coast off the water, it's expensive as shit. Yeah, I go to New York all the time. That shit's expensive as fuck. It's nice though. They got some nice ass restaurants in New York. When is Tank fighting next? Nobody knows. He said he got a big fight coming up though. Some people just saying it's Gamboa. I don't know. I know I will almost never train at Mayweather boxing gym though. Why not? Why not be part of the money team? Houston is the place to be. Cheap and ton of money to be made down here. Y'all motherfuckers about to become overpopulated in a minute though. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, man. I want some chicken. I see somebody on Facebook. They put a waffle sandwich together. It was 2 waffles, like an omelet, but instead of egg, it was a waffle. Yeah, fat boy shit. CJ, is AJ doing the same test like Povetkin? Yeah, they both doing body testing. It was a quick flight from Detroit to New York, though. Only be taking an hour. Yeah, it's hour 20. I'm an hour 30, maybe hour 40, depending on how your landing is. What you think about Tank Gamble? Man, that shit shouldn't even be on TV. Yeah, we got a couple Chick-fil-A's up here. And I used to have them when I stayed in Montgomery. CJ, we already are, bro. I already know. A few of my boys down in Houston about to be like Atlanta. I hope it don't be like Atlanta as far as that other shit they got going on. Houston big as fuck. The Beltway ain't no joke. Real estate is booming in Texas. Yeah, ain't no state taxes. And I heard the property cheap as hell. That's how it is in Atlanta. The Atlanta real estate property dirt cheap. Because Floyd Senior is overrated as a trainer, in my opinion. He has too many fighters to train and take anyone serious. Also, I would have a bad stablemate. Well, it's more than money Mayweather fighters in there. It's more than just Mayweather Senior in there. Got a lot of different things. You should make a video of the man Tank Machado. And Tank ain't gonna listen to nobody, man. Tank ain't gonna fight Machado till they sanction it. I got family in Flint. Houston got good Mexican food. I can fucking imagine. Floyd is a good trainer. Legendary boxing in the South. I'm about to go ahead and get off this thing. Y'all might come back later and do another video. I got a couple of videos to chop up before I relax. UFC 226. Should I go live for UFC 226 even though I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? Should I go live for UFC 226? All right, the only reason Tank can't fight Burchett is because He signed an HBO. Oh, that's what it is? Yeah. Somebody said yeah. Yeah, and Chad Dawson was at his best when he was a Floyd Senior. Most people forgot Chad Dawson was a Floyd Senior. Yes, might as well. Yeah, okay. Fuck that ESPN. I'm gonna go live a little bit later on that, man. If I can, I have some visitors. My girlfriend, niece, and nephew over. Then my daughter went to the zoo with my mama. They should be back maybe in a minute. I have a house full of kids, so I don't know, man. If not, I do a reaction video. DC with the upset. Y'all can dog me if I'm wrong. Okay, DC for the upset. I'm going with Stipe. Stipe, the way he handled that big ass African French dude, he broke old boy down, bro. I'm going with Stipe, man. Midwest in the house, Ohio in the house. Ohio in the house, man. Ohio in the house, man. We're about to get on off, man. I got a couple videos chopped up from my other channel. As well, hey y'all, man. If y'all haven't already subscribed to our new college football channel, me, the Cali Enigma, Colossal Sports TV. We got a college sports channel, man. So I want y'all to subscribe. The link is in the description, and I'm about to drop the link in the chat. So if y'all haven't subscribed, y'all like college football and basketball, subscribe to this channel right here. Go ahead and subscribe, man. As well, please subscribe to this channel. We already dropped a few videos. When college football jump off, we're gonna have a town hall meeting once a week to talk about the state of college sports. Football and basketball in particular, at that link, and the link is all in the description. If you need to get at me, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you want to donate, besides the super chat, which I like guys to donate to the PayPal, but if you want to just, the super chat is more convenient. If not, PayPal link in the description as well. Instagram, Twitter link, Facebook link. We do different type of work there as well. And y'all know what it is, man. I definitely appreciate everybody for getting up in here. And before y'all squeeze on out, go ahead and hit the like button for your boy, man. You know, hit the like button, man. I appreciate it, man. When I'm about to get off, man. You know, let me know. Yeah, make sure y'all follow that new page, though, man. I put the link one more in there. Link in the description as well. Make sure y'all subscribe to this new college sports page, man. If y'all don't even like it, just support us, man, on this one, man. I definitely appreciate it. Y'all know what it is. One time for the one time we go.